So one of the issues that comes up a lot while I'm working with people who are impacted by sex addiction, either the person who has the issue or their partner, is this issue of lying. I hear from partners that there's the sex addiction, the sexual acting out here, and then there's the lying, and it's like equally as hurtful and equally as important to them that gets treated. And lying is a big part of addiction, specifically sex addiction. What happens is that people have their lives. They have their wives and their husbands and their kids and their families and their jobs, and all that's real. So it's over here, and this is their life. And then over here is their sex addiction, and their sex addiction is very much compartmentalized. And in order to protect that sex addiction, it's surrounded by a web of lies. And the lies really protect the addiction. And so and oftentimes they can separate those two out so much that they compartmentalize it. It's not multiple personality disorder at all, but sometimes it can feel that way because they actually disconnect so much from reality that's how they could go act out and come home and celebrate your son's birthday party. It doesn't make sense, but they compartmentalize, and they do that with lying. So one of the things when they get sober, oftentimes lying flies off their tongue before they even have a chance to realize they're lying. They're lying to you about something that's just stupid, and they haven't engaged their frontal lobe. They don't realize they're doing it. So an example is I often ask people, what is a hobby you like to do? And if they say golf, I'll say, okay, let's say that the addict promised his partner that he wouldn't buy golf clubs because they're spending so much money on therapy, which is a true statement in most cases. And then he's at the store looking at golf clubs, and his wife texted him and said, "Where are you?" And he quickly responds, "I'm at Safeway." And he justifies it to himself as because she's finally stabilized, she's not triggered, I don't want to upset her. But the problem is that if she catches him in a lie about something like that, how is she going to know he's being truthful about other things? And the reality is it's flying off his tongue before he even realizes he's lying. So one of the things that we teach these guys how to do is we call it lying with correction, which means when it flies off their tongue, when they're not engaged and they're not realizing they're doing it, as soon as they realize they've lied, they need to correct it. They need to say that was a lie. I'm actually at Safeway. And then eventually we teach them how to recognize when their heart's beating faster or they're feeling anxious and they're about ready to lie, and we teach them how to identify it before they lie. And so this lying thing is actually part of the treatment. Now, of course, if they lie about acting out, if they're lying and hiding money, those kind of things are different. So we do differentiate between the type of lie when they're just lying to manage information versus the lies about acting out. But I do want partners to know and people who are wanting to get sexually sober to know that we do address lying as part of the treatment plan.
When your life blows up due to compulsive sexual behavior, it can feel overwhelming. Fourth Dimension Counseling and Coaching is a professional group of experienced counselors, therapists, and coaches that specialize in helping individuals with sex and pornography addiction. We offer a variety of counseling, therapy, and coaching protocols depending on your unique situation. We provide individual counseling and coaching, couples counseling, and group therapy for both men and women. If you or a loved one are struggling with sexual or pornography addiction, give Fourth Dimension Counseling and Coaching a call at 425-652-1690 or visit our website at fourthdimensioncounseling.com. Hope is just one call away.